What is up? What is up? I wanted to record a short video for you because you'll see here I am in Naples, Florida. We have moved. You may or may not know this already. But we moved, and I wanted to share a story with you because I talk often about how important it is to have non-negotiables. Like, non-negotiables are, I won't negotiate with you or with myself because they're my code. And my code is what drives every single decision of my life. So Lindsay and I built this beautiful life in Connecticut. We had wonderful friends there and still do. Our family was within proximity. We had our children in an awesome Montessori school. We had a beautiful home right down the street from like the most beautiful beach in Westport, Connecticut. We had great rhythms and routines. Like, it was just all exactly the way that we crafted it. And we made decisions to have that life. And then all of a sudden, this thing called COVID hit. And this is not a political conversation, so if you disagree with me, I respect you and I love you, and I'm not here to convince you. I'm just sharing my non-negotiables, right? One of the things about having non-negotiables are you don't need to convince other people they're right or wrong, because I know I'm right for me, and you're right for you, as long as you're living your non-negotiables. So for us, COVID hit, and we didn't really know what this thing was, and I have tons of empathy for anyone that has lost somebody in their lives. I feel for you, I'm sorry for you, and I love you, and I'm always here for you. But COVID hit, and like, I can't say that I'm this big believer that it's a reason to lock down the entire country. I can't say I'm this big believer that it should create the level of fear that it's creating, but that's just my belief. If you're petrified, then be petrified if that works for you. But for us, we were trying to navigate our way through, how do we live our lives? Like, how do we still let our kids like laugh and smile and see other people laugh and smile? And we were able to figure it out. Like, it was all working. But then all of a sudden, the director of the Montessori school that our children was going to, they decided to enforce masks on children for the entire day. And for us, that was a non-negotiable. There was no one on planet Earth that was going to convince us that that was the right decision for us. So what did we do? We unenrolled our kids from the school, even though we love the school, an amazing school. And we went on a hunt to find a school that was more aligned with our non-negotiables. And we found one about an hour away from where we were living. So Lindsay and I rented an office space right near that school, and we drove an hour each way to bring our kids to the school, because for us, our non-negotiable is we will put our children's needs and their life experiences, I don't want to say ahead of ours, but parallel with ours, because we all want to have it all. And for us, it was very important that they were in the right school. And they love this new school, and we love the new school, and we were okay driving the 2 hours round trip, and we were making it work. And the governor of Connecticut said, we are mandating masks on children 3 and up. Guess what? I suppose he has the power to say that. I don't know, story for a different day. But for us, violated non-negotiables. We were losing our freedom as a parent to make a choice for our children. Listen, if you disagree with me, I love and appreciate you, and I'm not trying to convince you, but I am trying to convince you to have non-negotiables. And I'm just using myself as an example right now, so stick with me. So once we found this out, we said, okay, we have to move. Like, that's what it is. Like, if there's no plan B. The plan A is we want our children in a Montessori school. We want them to be able to experience life and to have play dates and to be outside, and that was maybe not gonna be a possibility in Connecticut. So in less than 1 week, we sold everything and we moved to Naples, Florida, and got them into an incredible Montessori school. And the rules and policies are different in this state, so there's more freedom for people to choose what's best for them versus being told what's best for them. And we're living this life. And I'm sharing this not so you can agree or disagree with me, and I'm not sharing this for you to praise me and say, oh my gosh, Jared, I wish I could do what you do. It's nothing to do with that. I'm sharing the importance of having non-negotiables. For us, it was a non-negotiable. Our kids are not wearing a mask, period. And if you disagree, I love and appreciate you. I'm not trying to convince you about masks, but I am trying to convince you about the importance of being that firm on your beliefs. What do you stand for and what do you stand against? And don't waver, but also don't try to convince somebody else that you're right and they're wrong. Because you'll notice I haven't come out and talked about COVID or the pandemic or politics or vaccinations or any topic that I have beliefs on ever. Because I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to help you understand how important it is to have your own non-negotiables. The things that you believe that you won't waver on. And we're just a living example of it. So I hope that you enjoyed this story. I hope that you're inspired by it, even if you don't agree with me. And I hope that you go out and you make your list of non-negotiables. The things that you just won't negotiate against yourself, and you won't allow others to negotiate with you either. Love and appreciate you always. Bye for now.